And we're back.
We're back.
Got a little intro music going this time.
Oh, we do?
I
I can't hear it.
Turn that down.
So, episode 33
We're 34,
or 34.
depending on if we can save the audio from the one from last time with Michael.
Yeah, I got messed up. Like, I went to go actually edit it, and I click on it. I was like, I only could hear you. I can't hear anybody else.
Technical difficulties. We're not perfect here. You know, we mess up sometimes. Sometimes we got to scrap some stuff. There's bloopers that go on.
We're working on it. We're getting better every time, so.
I think we need a vacation, man.
You think so?
Yeah.
What were you thinking? Sandals, Jamaica?
Sandals, Jamaica would be great, but something a little bit more achievable.
Okay.
The pool in Central Park in New York City.
I heard about that. I
Dude.
heard there was like a line like that wrapped around like the block or something.
Yeah.
And I thought about it. I was like, if I'm like, you know, like somebody like close to like the end of that like line, like why would I want to get in that pool after there's been like hundreds of people just swimming around all day?
Dude, it's like the lines to the new attraction at Disney World.
Yeah.
It's 3 hours long.
I don't know. At that point, it's just like, why waste your time and just sitting in that line? You know, just like get an ice cream or something, cool yourself down somewhere.
Just to sit in like a cesspool
right?
of New York people sweating bacteria.
I don't care. New York is a nasty place.
Oh,
I'm probably
yeah.
going to get some hate in the comments, but who cares?
Hey, you're from there, so you can at least, you got some ground to stand on.
Yeah, I don't know. Not my favorite place. You know, anybody who knows me can attest to that.
You're going to have a bunch of Yankee caps with no brim on them mad at you in the comments. This guy says he hates New York. How dare he?
Get their pitchforks out, shit.
About to be coming at you.
But yeah, is it like their grand opening like for
Something like that. I mean, it's open. Seen 3 hour long lines for it.
I mean, who wants to swim that badly that they would just wait in line for that long?
It's been a hot summer, man.
Yeah, but I feel like you're just waiting in that line, just sweating your ass off. It's just
Yeah.
I guess that's the goal, you know, just sweat your ass off with the hopes of just actually going for a swim and cooling down.
People got nothing better to do.
Yeah.
Think they got like lifeguards on duty in there? They must.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Wonder how big it is.
I mean, it looks huge.
Yeah, I haven't seen any like pictures or anything.
Yeah, it looks huge based on the video. But like, I feel like once you get to a certain capacity, like, how do you even like control that? You know?
All right. I don't know.
I feel like even if somebody tried to like lifeguard it, like there's gonna be too many people in the way if something actually goes down. It's got to be a big like liability.
It could be. I mean, I'm sure they have like, you know, max capacities and stuff like that. You know, so I'm sure they've went over like how to like do shit, but who knows?
It's probably super ratchet down there too.
Well, it's in Manhattan. It can't be too.
I don't know, man. I've seen some ratchet things go down in Manhattan.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of which, I was walking through New York City one time, and I saw this dude. He was like homeless, sitting on the ground, and I saw like this rich-looking white lady walking by, and she like gave the guy some money. And I was looking at her, and I'm like, this dude's got on nicer clothes than I do right now. Like, let me get that $5 bill.
Was he wearing like some Gucci belt?
He was wearing like some Jordans and stuff. I was like, dude, this guy's definitely probably not homeless.
Probably not.
He probably makes more money doing this than anything else.
I mean, that's their some people that's their career, honestly. Just like panhandling.
Yeah. You ever seen those videos of like people that panhandle, but they're like not actually homeless?
Yeah.
And people catch them?
Yeah.
There's this lady. She's going back to like her like new Honda CRV that she's got. This guy's freaking out on her.
I think that's the most notorious one. I think that really like shined a light on like people actually do this as like a job essentially.
I guess no matter your hustle hard.
Yeah, but I don't know. There's actually people in need.
Yeah.
So just going out there and like taking, you know, resources that could go to somebody that actually needs it, you know, that's kind of a slap in the face to people who actually not necessarily deserve it, but could use a handout.
Yeah. I mean, it's not so much resources at that point. It's more so people just donating to them.
Right. Yeah.
So it's not like a public resource that's being distributed or anything like that.
Tomato.
Yeah. I was at the gas station yesterday and this guy walks up to me. I can see he's on a bicycle. He goes to me, yo, man, can you spare some change? I ran out of gas. And I'm like, thinking, like, you're on a bicycle. What do you mean you ran out of gas? And I was just like, I'm not giving you any money, but I'll get you something in the store. And he was like, all right. So, like, I go into the store, I, like, walk around, I check out. And then I see him, like, across the way, and he goes, hey, I just want this coffee. And I just turn to the dude, and this is a place I frequent. So I'm like, all right, I got this guy's coffee. And he just rings me up for $1 coffee. And I say, all right, man, have a good day. Doesn't say anything back to me. It's just like, I'm doing something nice for you, and you're going to be rude.
What
like,
a piece of shit.
Like, you're clearly, like, just trying to scam me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not dumb.
Well, he did scam you out of that coffee, so.
Yeah. It's like our friend that's he's a firefighter, so it's like also EMS. Lives in a not major city, but he lives in a city. And he was telling me the story about how he donated to a guy one day because he was homeless and he needed money. So he always gave like the homeless people money when they asked. And then later that night, they get a call for an OD, and it's that guy that he gave money to.
Really?
So now he doesn't ever donate or give money to the homeless.
Oh, that sucks, dude. Holy crap.
Yeah.
That's sad.
That is pretty sad. It's just a slap in the face to good people that try to do nice things.
Yeah, but I mean, to play devil's advocate here, I mean, he also didn't know that the person would just go out and like buy, like drugs and stuff. So, I mean, it sucks for him realizing that he contributed to that person's downfall, but he unknowingly did it. So it still sucks. But I mean,
it's kind of the theory of one bad egg ruins the dozen. So it's just one of those situations. It makes you not want to do anything nice for people.
Yeah, no, I get it.
So I try to avoid that too at times.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Back when we used to party, we used to get like when we went downtown, just like people after people just like asking us for money. And it's just like it got to a point where we just kept our heads straight and just walked.
Can't help everybody.
Yeah.
It's just becoming too much.
It is.
What was I going to say? Oh, but I also fear that like maybe one of these like people is going to be set up by Mr. Beast and I might miss out.
Is that what
that guy that was epic on YouTube? He does that all the time. He'll stand outside of like a Target and he'll be like, hey, can you just buy me a bottle of water? And then a ton of people will walk by and just be like, no, no, no. Finally, somebody does it. He goes and he's like, all right, I'll give you 60 seconds to grab anything in the store that you want.
And that's the that he's like a slender dude, kind of tall.
Yeah. His real name's Juan, but he's a white guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to watch his videos. I remember he went up to like different like properties and like homes and just like, hey, I'll pay your rent for a month or so, or like your mortgage. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, so it's always cool seeing those videos. It's definitely like I don't want to say cheap way to get content because they're giving away money, so it's not technically cheap, but it's an easy way to get content and expose people's emotions, especially if somebody's kind of down on their luck and they need some help.
Yeah.
It's definitely an easy way to get reactions and sympathy and clicks.
It is. But I don't know. I hate the fact when some people like donate things to people, especially like homeless people, they like to record it. I don't know, I guess for some self-gratification reason, or just like they want to like show people that they actually are helping.
Yeah, it's just content and clicks at the end of the day. Which is, don't expose the people unless they want to be on camera. But, I mean, at the end of the day, they are helping people in need.
Yeah.
So, it's kind of both sides of the coin. Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah, no, you're right.
So, speaking of, like, YouTubers doing, like, charitable things, have you been seeing Ryan Trahan, that kid?
I don't think I have, no.
He's doing a 50-state road trip. So 50 days, 50 states. He's staying in an Airbnb at every single state.
Wait, I think you mentioned that yeah.
Yeah, and he's raising money for St. Jude.
Okay, yeah.
So there's different, like, challenges and, like, drawbacks. Like, if somebody donates $50,000, he has to spin this wheel, and there's, like, punishments that he has to go through.
Okay.
So pretty cool. He's up over $3 million raised right now.
That's good. What was the one of the punishments that he had to do?
So it's him and his wife doing it. So the big one that they've been like dreading is the split.
Okay.
So they have to split up and they both have to get to the next Airbnb on their own. So he had to find a secondary way to get there because he's been traveling around by car. They have to like roll a dice and however many hours, like they have to wait until they can leave for the next Airbnb. So different stuff like that. Nothing like too crazy,
Yeah.
but enough to like deter him. So if he can't make it to the next Airbnb on that day, then the challenge is over.
Oh wow. Yeah. How far has he gotten?
He's on day like 27 or 28
Oh
now.
wow. Yeah. So he's definitely made some progress.
Yeah, so he's made it through like a lot of like the lower 50, like Texas to Florida, and now he's like up in the New England area.
Oh really? Wow.
Yeah. So pretty cool.
That is cool. I mean, I imagine it probably gets pretty dangerous, huh?
Dangerous?
Yeah, considering is he like actually getting himself from like point A to point B, or is he like hitchhiking, or like how does that work?
No, so he's got like a minivan
Oh,
he's driving around.
Okay, I get it. Yeah, because when you said him and his wife split up, I wasn't sure if they were like kind of like hitchhiking, going different places.
So the split was just for one day.
I see.
So he had to find like a secondary ride. So he met some guy at like a coffee shop that owned the coffee shop that ended up giving him a ride.
Okay, yeah.
Because a lot of people are watching, and he's got over 10 million subscribers. So a lot of people know who he is.
Oh, so he's like live streaming the whole thing?
He's not live streaming, but he puts out a new video every day.
Gotcha.
That's a new video, like 20 to 30 minutes. So
Okay.
that's a lot of content to bang out.
It is. I mean, I imagine he's probably not getting a lot of sleep.
He's got editors that are doing the editing,
Okay.
but still, he's
Yeah.
doing that's a lot, especially as a job. But
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's definitely a big commitment, but he's doing it for a good cause. So,
yeah, a ton of brands are hopping on board too.
yeah.
And each video is getting over 1 million views. So like a lot of brands, I'm surprised more aren't donating, but a lot of them have so far.
Any notable ones that you,
Airbnb, Kia, Dollar Shave Club, a couple other big names too.
oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty dope. I mean, do you think you'd ever do something like that?
I mean, a big road trip would definitely be really cool, but
I think so, yeah.
I don't think I'd ever have the means to raise $3 million for St. Jude Children's Hospital.
Hey, you never know, man.
But I think this is going to change the kind of way of content for a lot of YouTubers now. I think a lot of them are going to do like video challenges now where they try to drop a new one every day and make a series out of it.
Okay.
Versus a lot of YouTubers, they'll make one video per week. I think a lot of them will try to kind of double down, not do as crazy of editing, and then just try to pump out like a weekly like series of something.
Yeah. Do you think that's going to be like the detriment to just like well, obviously it's going to be the detriment to like the quality of the videos that are being made, but there's also going to be like a ton of videos out there. It's a lot of competition also,
Definitely is a lot of competition. But at the end of the day, I feel like it's more like a Netflix series that you watch because a new season will drop and people will binge it and watch it in 3 or 4 days.
Uh-huh.
So I feel like it's going to go more towards that direction.
I see. Yeah. I mean, hey, I'd like to see how that goes. Speaking of Netflix, have you watched the last season for Squid Games?
Squid Games? No, I've been meaning to watch it, but I don't want to start it at 11 o'clock at night.
That's fair.
Because the way I watched the first season of Squid Games, I came back from the other side of the country. So I came back from Arizona. So my sleep schedule was all screwed up.
Yeah.
And I literally watched the entire first season in one night. So it was like 8 episodes.
Yeah.
Like I literally stayed up the entire night. And then at like 8 a.m., I just went to the gym and watched like the final episode of the first season on my phone.
Oh yeah.
Because I was like, I need to move around. I've been laying in bed watching TV for the past 8 hours. So I got up and I did that.
Okay.
And then my sleep schedule was screwed for like a week.
So I heard the third. I don't want to ruin it for you, but what I've heard that it's not as good, or it kind of ended really poorly.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna leave it at that. So I'm interested to see how it goes, but I haven't gotten around to watching it yet. I've been watching The Bear.
The cooking show with Jeremy Allen White.
Yeah, I don't know. It's good. I like the first like 1 or 2 seasons, and I don't know. It's sort of like it's been like trickling off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not as interesting as before.
Yeah, I like him as an actor. They've got some cool actors in that show too.
They do. There's a lot of big names, you know.
Yeah, they've got Lionel from Odd Future,
Yeah.
which is pretty funny. I think
Oh,
it's,
that's a black dude.
yeah.
Oh, really?
The pastry chef.
Yeah, I saw him. I was like, this dude looks familiar. Like I couldn't like, picture like where I've seen him before.
Yeah, the start of his acting career was on like Loiter Squad.
Yeah. Holy
on
shit.
Adult Swim. So yeah, it's Lionel from Odd Future.
I did not. Wow. I'm mind blown right now.
Yeah, he wasn't a rapper at Odd Future. He was just kind of a personality. But he was still part of that collective. Now he's broken off into acting, which is
Holy
pretty
shit.
cool.
That is really nice. Yeah. That's dope.
And like how Jasper from Odd Future, he's in Jackass now.
Yeah, he is. I don't know. A lot of the, I guess the old gang. I mean, they found work doing different things.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And I think that Lucas from Odd Future, I think he manages like a Supreme store now.
Yes, I did hear about that. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And then Tyler, the Creator, he's I mean, for people getting canceled, I'm surprised he hasn't gotten canceled from what he used to do and say in his lyrics, which is very surprising. Like I saw he was in a Meta commercial the other day of inspiring kids and telling them to like get out there and put themselves out there on social media and show off their talents.
I wouldn't imagine Tyler actually doing something like that.
Yeah, it seemed very sell-out-ish of him, especially based on like his roots. But I mean, I'm sure if Meta came with the bag, the paycheck to have him just do a quick 60-second commercial about that, I'm sure he wouldn't turn it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he's turning a new leaf. Like I don't know. I haven't listened to a ton of his music, but like the last album that he put out was kind of interesting. Like listening to it, and you just like him working through some of the issues that he has as like a person, like growing up and like deciding whether or not he wants a family or he doesn't want to be tied down. So I guess at some point, he's growing up, obviously. So
Yeah,
he's branching out, finding different things.
he's a
that
fashion designer for like high fashion now. Or
is he still doing his golf?
yeah, I think he still does Golf Wang or whatever, or just golf now. He had Golf LaFleur for a while.
Okay. Do you think ASAP Rocky, because I know they hang out a lot, do you think he might have had some influence on him getting into like more into the fashion game?
I think so. I think ASAP Rocky, I think he just doesn't really need to do much these days.
Why? Because he has a rich baby mama.
Yeah, because Rihanna is his baby mama and she's worth $1 billion.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's probably just chilling, just taking care of the kids.
Did you hear the new Drake song? He's been silent for a while. What did I miss?
Drake? No, I didn't hear his new song.
Yeah, it's kind of like reflecting on like, the people that he used to hang around, sort of like, it's like what essentially what did he miss? Like how did he not see it? Like essentially just they turned their back on him or they're siding with people that he considered an enemy, and it's just like reflecting on that.
I saw something about people being critical of Drake because essentially he would always say like he wants to kind of fizzle out on top rather than stick around in the game for too long and like try too hard and fall off essentially.
Yeah.
And I think he's kind of doing that, stick around in the game for too long and fall off a little bit.
I'm not gonna lie, when I did see the music video, I was like, I thought to myself, I was like, this dude is like getting up there. He's like almost 40, and he's sort of like hair braided, dancing, and I was just like, at what point, do you want to like step back and just actually, be a dad, I guess, and just like tone down the music a bit.
Yeah, dude, Kendrick frickin' cooked him, and he just can't seem to shake that.
Yeah, I did like the song though. It has an interesting beat.
Yeah. I don't know. For not like us to go like diamond or whatever it did, like multiple times platinum, and that just be a diss track.
Yeah.
It's just wild.
Is that the first diss track that won a Grammy? I think it might be.
Oh, it won a Grammy?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I thought you were going to say to like go platinum.
No, I think he won 3 Grammys. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
We've come a long way with diss tracks in this country.
I thought you were going to say like go platinum because I think like all those like weak like YouTube diss tracks. Like it's Everyday Bro. I think that went platinum.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's got like 400 or 500 million views on
Really?
YouTube or
Holy
something.
shit.
Let me look that up.
I don't know, man. That song definitely wasn't the best diss track.
Yeah, but I mean, it was at Jake Paul's like YouTube like peak.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Everyday Bro by Jake Paul. It's got 304 million views on YouTube
Holy crap.
8 years ago.
Wasn't it one where this like the dude was rapping? He was like, "England is my city."
Yeah, England is my city.
It's like, what, dude?
You remember Trivia HQ?
I don't.
It was that app back in 2020, 2021, where you'd go on and it'd be a game show once a day where you could like split a cash prize of $1 million if you got 8 questions right.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, that was all the rage back then.
Yeah.
People were so hyped on it. And then you'd go through and you'd see people would win like $6. Remember I was going hard on that for a little while.
I do remember. That reminds me of this. They used to have this thing for like Xbox 360 back in the day. It was similar to that, where you'd sign on and like answer questions, and there's like a chance you could win. But I never won anything. So
I remember I was going hard, like when I used to have this job and we'd all like get lunch, and then a lot of guys would go and get Taco Bell like a couple times a week. So I'd always be like, "Yo, give me your receipt." So then I'd go on the back and it said like, "Fill out the receipt review and enter for a chance to win $500."
yeah.
So I must have filled out 100 of those reviews. Never won the $500.
Dude, that's how it is with like Best Buy. Like every time you buy something there, they'll send you like, "Oh, how's this product? Review it for a chance to win $400." And I was just like, has anybody ever like won this? So I think I looked it up on Reddit, and I think it was like one person was like, "Yeah, I won once." So I mean, I guess it's a thing. You just got to be lucky.
Or you remember seeing those Danimals commercials back in the day where you could win a chance to hang out with Dylan and Cole Sprouse from The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody?
I did see that. Yeah, I remember it.
Or you get like a room makeover or something like that. I saw a couple Reddit posts where people talk about like, yeah, it was a thing. It was cool. Like I got to hang out with them for like a half hour.
Oh, okay.
We got ice cream. That was it.
Oh, that sucks. Not even a full day, just like half an hour. Imagine that. You're like super excited and you get there. It's like, yeah, you only have 30 minutes. Like, let's get some ice cream. I got to get the hell out of here.
We got to get back to filming.
Right.
Oh, man. Something that has been annoying me is these Facebook posts, and it's just AI movie posters of like Step Brothers 2 remade or like Big Daddy 2 remade.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of people in the comments getting tricked like, oh my goodness, I'm so excited for this. And it's just like, you dopes. This isn't real.
We have a couple mutual friends on Facebook that like tend to post stuff like that. I'm just like, can you tell like this is not real? Like you could tell like some dude in like their basement or like AI made this shit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
People getting tricked out here on Facebook all the time.
People are gullible.
Believe half of what you see and nothing you hear.
Words to live by.
Yeah. It's just so tough deciphering what's real and what's not these days.
I think it's gotten easier now because it's been a lot of videos with like the Yeti that's going around.
The Yeti?
Yeah, or like the gorilla, where it's just like the hole in the tripod and just like recording. Have you never seen those?
No.
Oh man, there's they've made some like stereotypical like racist ones too, where it's like this black chick with like a bonnet driving a Nissan Altima, just crashing into everything, and she's like dead ass the whole time. I'm just like, yeah, this is a bit racy.
That's not funny. I can't laugh at that.
It's funny.
For the record, Wayne is the one laughing at that.
I thought it was pretty funny.
Dude, we got that one comment where it says, I sound like I'm nervous talking to you. I was like, are you kidding me?
I read that and I was like, oh, that's interesting. How do you get that from that?
I've known you for like 15 years.
And somebody liked the comment too. So I guess there's 2 people out there that feel the same way.
I'm intimidated.
Do I intimidate you, Alex?
Yeah, it's this alpha energy you're giving off to me.
I'm aura farming right now.
Dude, I don't know.
Oh man, I don't know. I don't know where that came from.
If I said anything to like offend you, I'm sorry, sir.
Jesus.
If this was 2008, you'd be in my MySpace top 8. How's that?
Top 8?
Yeah.
Not even top 5?
You'd be somewhere on the top 8,
That's crazy.
depending.
Well, 2008. It's a
Was
different
that
time.
peak MySpace? When was peak MySpace?
2007, 2007, 2008, like around that time.
When did Facebook come out?
2005, I think. They
When did it pop off?
like 2009 really like peaked. People are like, "Oh, you're on Facebook?" I don't understand the transition from MySpace to Facebook. MySpace was a lot cooler than Facebook. So I don't see, because you could like change like your profile,
Yeah.
like layout. You could, that's where a lot of people learn like HTML.
Yeah.
So I didn't understand that. I guess I don't know. Facebook, I don't know. It's just interesting to just see like the progression of like technology and just like what I guess Facebook offered.
Yeah. It's definitely gotten a lot simpler. Like people, they tend to go towards like the minimalist type
Yeah.
of stuff. Like Facebook is so simple.
It was, yeah. Yeah, I kind of hate the fact that a lot of things in society, remember like back in like early 2000s where like you'd have like these cool box designs for like, for like games or like stuff that you bought in the stores. And it's just like super cool. And it's just now everything is just like super sleek and just minimalist. And it's just like you're taking all the fun away from like what, like what gets people going, and everything is just like, it's just bland in my opinion.
I mean, shopping used to be a lot more of an experience. You used to go to the store, you'd pick stuff out. Now it's just you go online, you click a couple buttons, stuff shows up at your house in a couple days.
Pretty much, yeah. I do hate the fact that I can't pick my own food out when I do like online shopping, especially with like groceries. Like I'll get like fruit sometimes, and it's just like one of them is like going bad. I'm just like, are you kidding me?
Oh yeah, because the Instacart drivers, the DoorDash drivers, they don't care.
Yeah, they don't know what the hell they're looking. It's like, oh, I see this. I'm just gonna grab it.
They're going for efficiency, not
Right.
quality. I always wonder what happens to like all the ugly apples in the store that nobody wants.
I'd imagine they dump it out.
They just throw it away.
I would imagine so. Yeah.
There's so much food waste in this country. It's
oh yeah,
crazy.
100%.
I think we can solve the like hunger problem if we just didn't throw as much food away.
Yeah, corporations don't care though. They're not gonna do that.
Yeah, they only care about the bottom dollar.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I think it's cool that you told me about that app where they'll give away, well, not necessarily give away, but just like,
Too good to go.
yeah, just like reduce price for like their stuff.
You can pay like $5 and you get like 2 dozen bagels at the
Yeah.
end of like the day from a bakery.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, even like Whole Foods does that, which is cool.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah.
You know that episode of South Park where I think it's Clyde is using ChatGPT to text his girlfriend?
Now, is that like a newer one? I haven't seen it South Park in a while.
I think it is a newer one, but essentially the premise is like his girlfriend's like all excited because he's using not because he's using ChatGPT, but essentially like ChatGPT is like using the Riz spitting game for him. And I have a friend, he's younger, he's 21,
Yeah.
and apparently per my suggestion, he ended up downloading Tinder and he started talking to like all these girls on Tinder. And he's like, yeah, I've just been using ChatGPT to text him back. And I'm like, dude, what's going to happen when you like meet up with these girls in person?
Right?
And you're nothing like your texts.
Like, you can't even like, I don't know. You can't pull at that point.
And it's funny. It's coaching him the entire time. Like, oh, yeah, you're really making some good progress here. And I'm just like, dude, you can't just use ChatGPT to like try to find love. I mean, if you're just looking for hookups, sure, whatever.
Yeah.
But
That's interesting. I didn't know. I know a lot of people like use it in like academia or like in like work life. I didn't think it was like something people actually use for dating. And that's, I don't know, that's weird. I wonder how, like a few years from now, how it's going to be where it's just like, are dudes and gals just going to be using like AI to communicate with each other? Like, is the AI going to do all the talking? Then they're just going to meet up and like hook up or just like get to know each other? Like, how is that going to work?
I feel like we're going to go like backwards in society, like arranged marriages.
Really?
It'll just be predetermined by AI who's going to be like a good match and everything based on like your Google searches and like your trends throughout your day on the internet.
I mean, I guess it's already kind of like that because like Tinder and stuff, they kind of like match you with like who they think you're.
Yeah. I mean,
know,
there's
compatible
definitely
with.
an
Yeah.
algorithm to it. Unless you're a dude and you just like spam swipe right the entire time.
Yeah, dude, there's a lot more dudes on those. Like, this is PSA for like guys out there. There's a lot more guys on that app than there are girls, and just you swiping is not really gonna get you anywhere.
Yeah. I feel like girls use it for validation.
Oh yeah.
Guys use it because they're, horned up.
like back when I used to use it, I get like a match with a chick, and I'll just match with her, and I reach out, and that doesn't say anything. I'm just
Yeah.
like, why match with me then?
Yeah, pretty much.
Just like, I guess you wanted to see if you still got it.
Just keeping their options open.
All right.
Has anybody asked you to fax something recently?
Facts.
Yeah.
Not in a couple years, no.
Yeah. Somebody asked me the other day, they're like, oh, like, do we have a fax machine?
Mhm.
And I'm like, what year are we in? Where you need to fax something? Do you have an email address? Just send it that way.
It's still, no, I mean, I don't think faxing is going to go anywhere. I mean, it's convenient, I guess. Not as convenient as email, but I mean,
Who's it convenient for?
I don't know, just like important documents. If you're like banking or like you're buying a house or something, they usually do that.
Is it more of a secured way to transmit documents or something like that?
Yeah, because it's going to that place unless you use like a different number and then like fax it somewhere else. But for the most part, it's just going to that building where you have a phone line and where the fax machine is at. So I guess it's more secure that way.
I suppose.
Unless it's just out there on the internet where anybody could like hack into your system.
Yeah, because everything's like DocuSign these days.
Yeah.
You ever get like those pop-ups when you're logging into like some random website like, oh, this password has been discovered in a data leak. Please change it now.
Yeah. Doesn't Apple do that a lot?
I get that sometimes, but I just say, fuck it.
I don't care if they take everything.
Whatever. Good luck.
I do go my thing all the time, and it's just like, this password has been compromised. This password has been compromised. I'm just like, yeah, I don't care.
Come find me. I'm not that hard to find if you really need something from me.
I did get I think I might have gotten scammed on Facebook yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, about to get scammed.
Nigerian prince.
No, I was trying to I'm getting rid of some stuff because I'm like, it's too cluttered at my house. So I was trying to sell this like old speaker. I think you've seen it. That's on the sunroom that I don't use. And I was just selling it for like $30 or so. And this guy was like, oh yeah, I'm coming to, I'm interested. How much are you selling it for? I was like $30. He was like, oh, okay. Cash or Zelle? And I was like, cash. And he was like, okay. He was like, all right, well, what's the address? What's your address so I could come pick it up? So, I was like, I was on the road at the time, and I was like, oh, when I get home, I'll send it to you. So I sent it. He was like, oh, I should be there in like 25 minutes. And I should have taken that as like, that's, I don't know, that's sketchy because his location was like the next town over. It doesn't take 25 minutes. But yeah, so I waited, and this guy didn't show up. So now my address is out there on the internet.
Yeah. Welcome to Facebook Marketplace, man.
It's really sketchy.
I have a couple bad reviews on Facebook, on Facebook Marketplace. So I just report them as harassment.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I get all pissed off. I'm like, screw you, dude. I'm reporting you as harassment.
I did report that guy, though. So hopefully they rectify.
Hopefully they do something.
Yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg's going to show up to his house. Hey, you wasted this guy's time.
You're off of Facebook.
Yeah, dude. I know somebody that got scammed off Facebook Marketplace for like a couple $1,000s, and I felt so bad.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It's just like, you got to be careful out there.
They just like send money through the app or
yeah,
something?
sent money for something, and then just people just disappeared.
Oh, wow. Because I know Facebook did that for a while where you could like send money through there.
Yeah, like Facebook Pay.
Yeah. Is that still a thing or they got rid of it?
I don't know. I never used it.
Yeah.
I don't even use like Apple Pay or anything like that.
Yeah, I don't use that. I just use my card.
Yeah, so I felt really bad about that. So be careful out there. There's a lot of freaking scams, especially on Marketplace.
Oh, that's shitty. I don't know. If I'm selling something on Marketplace, I try to sell something to somebody that I would want to buy, because there's karma. And I wouldn't want somebody selling me a piece of shit, and with me thinking that it's actually something good. So I try to do good by people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of crap out there too.
My girl saw somebody was selling a wasp nest on Facebook Marketplace for $10.
A wasp nest?
Yes.
Were there wasps still in it?
I don't think so. I'm just like, people sell anything on this thing.
Oh yeah, you can buy food off Facebook Marketplace.
I did see that.
You can go to somebody's house and pick up like a seafood boil in a bag.
Yeah, I had a friend on Facebook that was doing that for a while. I was just like, I don't know if I trust that.
Health department's gonna come shut you down.
Yeah, like, where's your food handler's permit?
Let's see. You a paper plate or real plate kind of guy?
I live by paper plate because I hate washing dishes. So I'll wash like pots and pans and like spoons and stuff like that, utensils. But just like plates, I'm just trying to cut that. I'm trying to be more efficient. I'm trying to cut the plates out and just wash what what little I have to wash,
What if they started making paper pots and pans?
I don't think I'd know. I think I like where I'm at right now. How about you?
All right, sharks. Got a new invention, paper pots and pans. Big fire hazard, but hear me out.
I've sold 0.
I've sold 100 units and I've caused 86 fires.
Dude, speaking of that, I saw somebody, what did they say? Oh, yeah, somebody posted on Facebook Marketplace. They were like, a propane tank for sale. And it was like a burned down house. I thought that was funny.
Propane tanks expire.
I didn't know that.
Like after 8 years, you're not supposed to use them anymore.
Really?
So I think you can just like, if you want to be like kind of scummy about it, you just switch it out at a gas station. Just don't tell them.
How would you do that?
How?
Yeah.
They have like the big lockers outside. You'd be like, oh yeah, I'm just switching out my propane tank. Then you just go in and you just switch it and grab a new one.
Don't you think that there's, I don't know, what they call it, like, people like actually looking out for that?
People checking?
Yeah, like the company who's selling the propane.
I mean, people at gas stations don't care. The attendant behind the counter.
I mean, I suppose.
They don't care. They're getting paid minimum wage to freaking sell scratch-off tickets.
Yeah, I suppose that's fair.
You ever get stuck in line by somebody that's just buying a bunch of lottery tickets?
I hate that.
That's
with a passion.
always the worst.
Especially, it always happens when you're in a hurry, too.
Mm-hmm.
It sucks.
It's like, dude, you're not going to win. Stop playing everybody's birthday that you know. Get out of here.
So I actively, if I see somebody like an older person, typically it's an older person that's buying like scratch off or like the lotto or something. So if I see them getting out of their car, like I run, like make haste just to like get to the counter before.
Sometimes if I see somebody buying scratch off tickets and I'm the next one in line, I go, all right, give me 2 of what that guy just got.
Yeah. Should have went with 3,
I've done that before, and people are just like, that's the play right there.
Have you ever come up from any of that?
Yeah, I've won on a couple of them.
Okay, that's cool.
My problem is I don't like going back to cash them in. Like I'll have like $20 worth of winners, and I'm just like, this is going to be too annoying to have to remember these the next time I'm going to the gas station.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, so you just have a shit ton of like lotto tickets or not lotto?
I think
but,
I've got
scratch-offs?
like $30 to $50 in scratch off tickets worth of winners sitting around the house that I just need to cash in.
I thought you were gonna say like 30 scratch off tickets that's just sitting up there.
I got a bunch of like random $1 ones because I was getting them like as gifts and stuff for like Christmas and whatnot. I think, which is a lazy gift. I hate when people give out scratch off tickets.
You know that in our state you could play the lotto on your phone.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah,
You can gamble right on your phone.
yeah. Not a big advocate for that. So
You can lose your house right on your phone with a couple taps.
yeah.
See, back in my day, you used to have to go to a casino to lose your house. These days, you can do it right from an iPhone.
Have you been to the casino lately?
No, I haven't been in a long time.
Would you be open to going again, or
Going?
yeah?
Why, you want to go?
Not particularly. No. I'm not a casino guy. You know that.
I mean, it'd be interesting. You just have to play within your means and everything.
I know you said Ray wanted you to go, so I figured you guys probably went.
No, screw Ray.
What happened?
Nah, he's just annoying. He's unreliable. Unreliable Ray. That's why you guys haven't seen him on the cast in a while.
Fair enough.
He was all about it at first. Now he's not down.
I guess he lost interest. Oh well.
You rub a lamp, a genie appears. What are your 3 wishes? And you can't wish for money.
Can I wish for him to just go back in the bottle?
The genie?
Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah, I don't want that because genies or jins always have some like trick up their sleeve.
Wait, is a jinn a female genie?
No, I think a jinn might be in like different, like I guess there's a genie in like a different cultures. I don't know. I personally don't know. I think it's just like a genie like somewhere like, you know.
I thought they were just like mythical creatures.
I guess you could say that. I know in some religions a jinn is, you know, like a trickster, I guess. Yeah, but don't quote me.
Like a jit?
I don't know what that is.
Florida jit?
But no, 3 wishes. I guess if I had to pick something, it would be being able to spend more time with the people that I care about and, you know, be able to travel more and just have a long, healthy life, I guess. I mean, it's pretty boring. I'm not asking for too much.
I think Lil Troy had it the best.
Yeah.
Wish I was a little bit taller. Wish I was a baller.
That is such a good song.
Wish I had a rabbit, a hat, a bat, and a 6'4" Impala.
What would you wish for?
What would I wish for?
Mm-hmm.
I just told you. Wish I was a little bit taller. Wish I was a baller.
Oh, I thought you were just quoting the song.
Wish I had a rabbit and a hat with a bat with a 6'4" Impala.
Oh, okay. All right. I guess we'll take that.
You ever heard like the pop punk remake of that song by The Secret Handshake?
No, you should play it for me. I never heard it.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Wish I was a little bit taller. Wish I was a baller. Yeah.
I'm not a I tried listening to punk. I'm not a big punk guy.
Dude, I keep having this one dream where I'm time traveling, and I keep time traveling back to McDonald's in like the 80s or the 70s or something. And I keep freaking out because I'm driving like an old car, and I'm just really afraid to get caught by the police because I don't want them to find out I'm a time traveler. It's been this super weird reoccurring dream I've been having.
That's interesting. Have you like looked into what that dream might mean?
I don't know if I believe in like finding out what dreams mean. I think it's just like a random like movie or something that your brain puts on at night
I see.
just to keep you occupied.
Yeah, when you said that excuse me, that reminded me of the I think it's called 1967 or 68. I think James Franco stars in it, where he like goes back in time to like stop like the Kennedy assassination. So that kind of reminded me of that.
I'm not going back to save Robert F. Kennedy though. Or no. JFK, John F. Kennedy.
Yeah.
I'm not going back to save JFK. I'm just going back for a quarter pounder in the 80s.
Pounder. This is that quarter pounder, like, you know, stashing stuff inside there. Is that why you're afraid of the cops?
I don't even like McDonald's that much.
I don't know, man.
That's the crazy
I
part.
feel like you're a big McDonald's kind of guy.
Am I?
I don't know. At least 1 point.
I like Cinnabons.
Okay.
I like Cinnabrons.
That's fair.
You know what the play is? Go to the mall towards the end where they're closing. Go to Cinnabon. They give you free Cinnabons.
What time is it now? Can we? Oh, damn. It's already closed.
Mall's already closed.
Damn,
We can
yeah.
try again tomorrow.
We could. I don't know. I've been having this dream, and mine's a little bit more morbid than yours, but been having a dream that like the rapture happened, and it's just me and like my son that's left behind. It's kind of scary. I don't know what the hell that's about.
Did you build an ark?
No, but we're always in a boat though. It's not an like one of those bigger.
It's like a speedboat.
No, it's like one of those paddle ones with the paddles. It's weird as shit, man.
You're in a canoe.
Yeah, a canoe pretty much. But it's just like always dreary, and it's just like a lot of water, and it's just like quiet.
Couldn't even manifest like a pontoon boat.
No, I just I rolled with it.
You rode with it.
Yeah,
You're rowing the boat.
You don't drive a boat, you con it. Rest in peace, Papa.
Papa Jim. You been seeing all those floods in Texas?
Yes, I did see that. I heard about that.
Dude, that's sad.
It's very sad. It was like, what? It's up to like 21 kids or something like that?
Yeah, I saw like yesterday it was like 100 adults or something.
Holy shit.
Or like 100 people in general.
Oh, wow.
Just like, what's going on down there in Texas?
It's really sad. Like, you send your kids off to like, have a good time, experience like camp, socialize, and you just get this tragic news that, this major storm happened, and it's just like you never see your loved ones again. It's sad.
Yeah. It's been a weird summer for weather.
It has been, thanks to
Mark Zuckerberg and his weather machines.
certain folks aren't able to track the weather because of something somebody did. So
I think Mark Zuckerberg just wants us to stay on Instagram Shorts.
you think so?
Yeah.
Or is it just Threads? He's trying to like I hate that shit. Like
Threads is still a thing?
yeah, they'll show like when you scroll Instagram, like you see like a little snippet for like Threads, and you might see like something that'll catch your attention. You click on it, and they want you to download it. And it's just like, it gets me every time, and it's just like I refuse to do it.
I think you should just download it, bro.
No,
Let's get on Threads.
I'm just gonna stick on X.
More of an Elon kind of guy.
I just that's where I get my news from.
The funniest TikToks I've been seeing is this guy. He's at an Amish fruit stand. He's just like, yep, we're collecting up a bunch of fruits and veggies because the zombies are coming. And he's telling this Amish kid that there's zombies taking over. And he's yelling at them in the horse and buggy. He's like, the zombies are coming.
I wonder what they're thinking. They're just like, what the hell's going on?
They probably believe him.
Yeah, maybe.
Let's see. Is a zebra white with black stripes or black with white stripes?
I think I know this answer. It's black with white stripes, right?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I'm asking you.
I think there's actually an answer to that. I think they're black. I'm pretty sure they're black with white stripes.
Can you prove it?
I mean, I could do a good a Google search, see what pops up. Or do you want to do that? See what the answer is.
Let's throw it into the old ChatGPT.
Let's see if I got it right.
Wow. Is a zebra black with white stripes or white with black stripes? Let's see. Zebras are technically black with white stripes, though it's a bit more complex than it sounds. Zebras have black skin underneath their fur, but skin color doesn't always determine fur color. For example, polar bears have black skin but white fur.
So I got it right.
So the most scientifically supported answer is zebras are black with white stripes.
Your boy knows his animals, man. What can I say?
Sounds like it's still up for debate.
I don't think so. I definitely think they're black with white stripes. That's what I'm sticking with. Fight me on it. But you know why? They, even though they might stand out to us, like when you're like lions are hunting them or like hyenas and stuff like that, it's kind of hard to see them, especially like when they're like running. So that's why they have developed that, or like, evolved to have the black and white stripes, I guess.
I feel like Michael Jackson has the best advice in this situation.
Doesn't matter if you're black or white.
Exactly.
Amen to that, brother.
We love you either way, zebras.
Oh, man. What was I gonna say? Do you believe in dinosaurs? Do you think they walk the earth?
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely scientific evidence. I like to ask religious people if they believe in dinosaurs.
I thought about that because I've been watching a lot of like religious stuff about like the Bible and things. I'm not gonna get into a whole spiel about religion, but I'm curious. Like I want to look up to see, does the Bible explain dinosaurs, and see what pops up.
Well, I mean, dinosaurs were millions of years ago. The Bible was written 2,000 years ago.
Yeah, it was.
So astronomically speaking, it's a little crumb on the timeline of the earth.
Yeah,
when
but
that was written.
the Bible also says God created the heavens and the earth. So if he did, would he have created dinosaurs? So that's just my question, man. If you believe in that kind of thing.
I mean, there's definitely a greater force out there than what we're aware of.
Yeah.
Is what it comes down to.
Yeah, let's just leave it at that, I guess.
But then why'd the dinosaurs go extinct?
Ooh, was it because of an asteroid, or was it because of volcanoes going off for thousands of years, millions of years, that eventually killed their food sources?
You know, it rained for like millions of years on the earth.
Yeah,
That's how the oceans developed.
Yeah.
I got stuck in this one YouTube rabbit hole one night.
Mm-hmm.
It's this one video. I think it's like an hour long, and it shows you the entire timeline of the Earth. And it's just raining for like 30 minutes of the video.
Was it like the little comedic one?
I don't think it was like
No.
comedic. It was
Okay.
animated though.
Yeah, I think I've seen that one. Yeah,
You watched the whole thing?
think so. Yeah, it's been a while though.
Yeah. But it's like all animated. And it's just like raining, 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 raining.
Mhm.
And then it just like gets to humans, and it's like a quick like 30 seconds of the video.
Wonder what'll be there. Will we be here for millions of years, just like the dinosaurs, or will we be just like a little blip?
Yeah.
You know, because what humans, if you believe in like evolution, we've only been around for like probably what, a million years,
Mm-hmm.
1.2 million years or so.
But then do you believe in aliens?
Aliens, no. I'm gonna sound freaking crazy. I just think it's like interdimensional like beings. I don't think it's like actual aliens that we're seeing or like allegedly seeing.
I heard this quote one time. It said, whether you believe in aliens or you don't, either goes to show we're alone out there or we're not.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the scary part.
Yeah, it is really scary.
Either there's something out there or we're completely alone here.
Yeah. I forgot what the paradox is called, where it says, you know, like civilizations get to a certain point and they develop like nuclear technology, and they get to that threshold where they get so advanced that they eventually like decimate themselves. So that's why we don't see other civilizations out there, because they got to that peak and they completely destroyed everything. Yeah.
They just nuke themselves.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like there's always the theory of, are we going to keep progressing technologically, or are we eventually just going to eventually plateau, and then we just kind of can't really peak?
Yeah.
Just because it's gotten exponential from the invention of fire and then the invention of the wheel, and now your freaking phone can tell you anything in the world, and it can be your doctor, and just AI has completely like swept our society and how people do business and how people even try to develop relationships.
Yeah. Do you think are we in that plateau phase?
I don't know. I was thinking that for a while, and then AI has really started to take over. I feel like we talk about AI a lot, but
We do. I don't know. I think we do talk about it a lot because it's become such a big part of our life.
yeah, it's
So.
scary.
Yeah, it is.
It's scary. It's come a long way in just 5 years now.
I didn't even know about it 5 years ago. That's the thing. Like, I feel like this, at least for me, it was just like so super sudden. It just popped up in like, for me, like 2023.
Yeah.
Like, I heard about it. I'm just like, okay. And it's gotten so much more advanced.
Yeah. I mean, AI, it's a very broad term.
Yeah.
So it can mean like AI was like you racing the computer on Midnight Club 2 on the PlayStation 2. Like that's technically AI. And now it's gone to you can talk into your phone and it'll tell you whether a zebra is white with black stripes or black with white stripes.
All right.
One thing I want to ask it, what came first, the chicken or the egg?
So I got an answer for that. So I think if you believe in evolution, it was two things that were not so quite chickens laid an egg, and there was a mutation, and that became the first chicken. So the egg came first. So yeah, that's pretty much where I stand on that one.
Lava, chicken. You see the Minecraft movie?
I watched it twice, actually.
You've seen it twice?
Yeah, so I watched it with the family. Well, I watched it with my son, and then everybody else we watched it after. And the first time I didn't enjoy it. I thought it was stupid. And on like the second round, I was like, wow, this is actually pretty good.
You had to warm up to it?
Yeah, I actually enjoyed it the second time.
Don't you play Minecraft?
I do. I play Minecraft a lot. I think I probably have over 600 hours in Minecraft.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Let's see. You ever been to a place that has like a restaurant in it? Which is like, why does this place have a restaurant? Like, you remember when Home Depot used to have Dunkin' Donuts in them?
No, I don't.
Yeah, there used to be Dunkin' Donuts inside Home Depots.
I didn't know that.
It was just like, this is gross. There's like sawdust in the area. You're going to get a Boston cream and sawdust donut.
Dude, that sounds really good, actually. I'm kidding.
You know, there's a Michelin star restaurant in the New York City subway. Like in like one subway stop, you like go down this little corridor, and there's a Michelin star like Japanese restaurant back there.
I don't think I want anything. Like no, like like the fucking subways in New York are so dirty. Like I don't want any food or anything like
Yeah.
food wise there.
I mean, I'm sure they keep it clean inside the
Well,
restaurant.
yeah, I'm sure, but it's just like the thought of like getting food from a subway, like not the actual like restaurant subway, but just like a joint and like a subway station. It's just like, oh,
You ever eat food in the bathroom?
I did once. Just to try it out, and I don't think I would ever recommend it or do it again.
Just to try it?
Yeah,
I want to see what all this hype's about.
I think I was really intoxicated at the time, and I was eating chips on the toilet.
What kind of chips?
I think it were Cool Ranch Doritos.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty.
Because, I mean, like, Cool Ranch Doritos, they smell funky in their own regard.
Yeah.
I mean, in the right moment, they're good. But, like, when you got some other funk going on behind you, and then you're eating some funky chips.
Maybe I ate it just to, like, cancel out the smell, because I just smell the Cool Ranch only.
There's this one baseball stadium I saw that's sponsored by Roto-Rooter, which is a plumbing company. And they changed, like, 2 rows that are sponsored by Roto-Rooter into, like, toilets you can sit on.
Yeah. That's funny. Ugh, that's cool.
I've been trying to convince people that there's an 8-meat burrito at Taco Bell.
Yeah, you got me with that the other night. It's kind of pissed off, not going to lie.
What kind of meats do you think would be in the 8-meat burrito at Taco Bell?
I mean, is there even 8 meats out there? Like 8 animals that give you meat that,
I feel
that
like
are edible?
I feel like you can do ground beef, steak, chicken, bacon. What other kind of meat would you put into like a burrito?
Fish?
Pork, like a sausage, or like carnitas. Do a fish taco or like a fish burrito. Shrimp,
Lamb?
That's the 8-meat burrito right there.
Okay. I mean, that sounds absolutely disgusting, but
I feel like it'd be a diabolical for your intestines.
you'd be on the toilet for a few days. I'm not going to lie about that.
The 8-meat burrito.
That sounds gross. I'd give it a try, though, just to say I did it.
Yeah. I don't know if I could eat that many meats
Yeah?
in one type of device.
Ew.
Dude, I went to IHOP last night. It was like 8 o'clock on a Sunday. Only people in there.
Yeah?
There was nobody else in the IHOP.
How was that? Did you get your food super quick?
I mean, our waitress took like kind of a while to come up to us. I was just like, what is going on?
She's probably like, why are these people here? Like, I just want to chill.
Yeah. I felt bad because, like, if like you're a server or like a waitress, like you really only make money if like people are in there eating.
Pretty much.
It's like I felt bad. I gave her like a $25 tip.
I mean, to be reasonable, it's kind of her fault for working at a freaking IHOP.
Yeah. Working the closing shift
Right?
at an IHOP. So I feel like that food, it's like breakfast is definitely your peak hours or like 2 a.m. if they're open that late.
I doubt they're
Like
open.
people go in there after like
Yeah.
bars and stuff.
I mean, that was like, Denny's isn't doing too hot, at least in our area. So
Yeah. I saw that they opened an IHOPPLEBEE's, I think is what they're calling it. So how like you see like a KFC Taco Bell like collab restaurant.
yeah,
IHOP and Applebee's are owned by the same company. So they made like a collab restaurant.
is it like a timed thing, or it's just like
No, I think it's like a permanent thing.
really?
I think they're trying to open more of them too.
That'd be interesting.
What would be like 2 really interesting collab restaurants?
I don't know.
What if they did like an Olive Garden and like a Chili's?
I feel like they're more. Are they sort of the same?
You can get like
Almost.
a triple dipper pasta pairings or something.
That sounds good.
You get like a deep fried ravioli, a mozzarella stick.
Oh, I think I have one. What about like a Taco Bell and like a Texas Roadhouse, like Texas Taco, or
Like a
something like that?
Tex-Mex?
Yeah.
What about like a Chipotle Texas Roadhouse combo?
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, like counter service, like Texas Roadhouse.
I'd be down.
Yeah, dude. Too many collabs.
Too many. I can't keep up.
Got anything else for these folks?
I think that's all it, man. I'm sweating my ass here.
Yeah, it's freaking hot.
Yeah.
It's hot in the basement. So thank God I didn't run the dryer today.
Right.